Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing my first ever voiceover. So I'm starting off with primer. I'm using the Sicily Double Tensure Primer. Don't mind my dad in the back, we're changing my room around. For foundation, I'm using the Too Faced Peach Matte Foundation in the shade Porcelain. Gonna blend that in. Oh, we got a scene change. Gonna keep blending my foundation, and then I'm gonna be going in with my sponge to further blend it out. And I blend my foundation for like 20 years, so I'm gonna skip a lot of this. I'm gonna blend some down the neck with my Morphe brush. Next, I'm going in with the Tarte Shape Tape in shade Light Sand. I'm going under the eyes, on the forehead, down the center of the nose, and on the eyelids to prime for eyeshadow. I'll be blending that out with my Eco Tools sponge. Next, I'm going to be going in with cream bronzer. I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild Cushion Bronzer. And I'm using the flat top kabuki brush from Wet n Wild also to blend this in. And I just watched my dad do that all by himself. Didn't even offer to help. Go me. Setting the under eyes with powder. I'm using the Cover FX powder with a dampened sponge, and I'm placing that everywhere where I put concealer. Then I'll be setting the rest of my face with a loose powder also. It is the Marc Jacobs new loose powder, and I'm using the La Mer brush. Next, I'm going in with bronzer, and I'm using the, I think that's L'Oreal, called the True Match Bronzer, with my Morphe brush again. So I'm just bronzing up my cheekbones, and then I realized I forgot to bronze my forehead. Yay, go me. Again. So now I'm just blending in my contour with my sponge to kind of diffuse all the product. And I kind of took my bronzer a little bit too low, so I'm going to cut it with some translucent powder. Next, I'm going to be bronzing the nose and then going in with blush. Using the same brush, I just am going to use my two colors that I always use from the Tarte Blush Bazaar palette. It was limited edition, but the blushes are still sold separately, so you guys can still kind of get these blushes. I just apply it backwards on the cheekbones, and then I go up over the bridge of the nose to act like a sunburn since it's summer. And now I'm using highlight. I'm going to use the Amrezy X Anastasia highlighter with a Up and Up highlighting brush. Setting the face with the Makeup Forever oil controlling setting spray. Next, I just prime my eyelids with a little bit, or I set the eyelid primer with a little bit of just white powder. And that is the Maybelline Shadow in Amber Rush, I think it's called. So I applied it first with my brush, and then I realized it didn't work. So now I'm using my finger, and that really deposited a lot of product. To blend the edges, I'm using the Chocolate Bar palette. I'm using the two brown colors in it. So right now I'm using the first lightest brown color, and then I'm going to go in with the darker brown color to just diffuse all the edges, and I'm using the same two colors on the bottom. Next, I'm just blending the eyeshadow, and then from here I just applied some of the Smashbox shadow in my inner corner. Then I applied some eyeliner. And now I'm going to be doing my brows really quickly. So I use the NYX single eyeshadow in Happy Hour, and then I go in with the Anastasia Brown Wiz. And I skip through this part because it takes me literally 20 years to do it. And then I set them in place with the Anastasia Brow Wiz, the tinted one, curling my eyelashes here. And then I'm going to be going in with the Kush Mascara from Milk Makeup, setting my face once again. And I'm going to add some highlight, and then that'll be it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is my first time doing a voiceover. Hope I did it correctly. If you guys have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe this video before you leave. Bye guys.